We are live and ruining everybody's day today. What's up, Stacker? I would invite you guys to the party, but guess what? No more Hangouts. It's not an option. It is official. YouTube has gotten rid of the Hangouts, guys. So all those wonderful streams that we had at night and the good laughs, they are gone. I know. Believe me, I know. I'm not thrilled about it. I'm like scanning through YouTube, through their bylaws and all their BS right now, and trying to figure out what YouTube is going to do. Because I mean, if they want to pay thing for it, I'm happy to pay for it just to have it for everybody. But it's just like, what the fuck? I'm trying to look it up right now. What's up, Melissa? If you read the title, I'm sure you can figure it out. There is no more Hangouts, darling. Right now, YouTube has nothing listed as far as a replacement. I mean, I went through the whole streaming options and whatnot, and there is nothing as far as an option to do a party chat or any of that crap. So unfortunately, it's old school ways like this, single person live stream or nothing. So we have to have a laugh and chat or not do it. I don't know what to say. What's going on, Al? How you doing, buddy? We got our buddy Silver Stacker in here. We got oldies in the house. There's no more emailing everybody to join the party. It sucks. Kind of depressed because we had some good times doing that. I mean, the only other option is to sit there and do like a big old phone tree or do a private Hangouts thing through our phones to talk. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing, Al, is we'd have to avoid YouTube altogether to do it. I mean, we can do a chat through YouTube, but we can't do a video chat. I mean, we can all sit there and get on our phones and hook up and do a hangout that way. But again, it still comes back to the same thing is you can't do like we're all used to doing. Hey, Chef, what's going on, buddy? Sorry to be the bearer of the bad news today. Honestly, I was hoping I could I could beat that at least. I mean, I don't care if I had to pay the $10 a month or whatever the hell it would have been to keep it open for an option, but what are you gonna do? YouTube hates people. Lincoln, what's going on? OBS has the option to do a group chat. Interesting. I'll have to look at that. I'll definitely have to look into that. In fact, I'll shrink the screen down. I won't be able to read chat right now, but I'll shrink it down and take a look. I didn't know that was an option. The Hoovy Hoove. Silver Pharaoh, what's going on, bud? Okay, apparently I won't do it. What the fuck is going on? No, I don't want to make changes with the stupid OBS right now. Well, I'll have to look into it, Al. I mean, I wish I had better answers to that. I'll look into OBS tomorrow. It's just, that's depressing. I hate bumming everybody out about it, but I mean, what you gonna do? I mean, we can go. Let's see. Like this. And I can delete all these freaking streams that we did. Get all this crap. Create a new one. Yeah, see, the new live stream thing that they have now when you go into the manage section is still broken. It's retarded. And for whatever reason, I put my first one up in that section. So I had to delete it and start a new one over immediately to live. Yes, Cajun, yes. Unfortunately, it is not even an option. You can't do it. It doesn't even give you the opportunity to click it. So CCO, even though you lost it, it really doesn't matter. No more Hangouts, bud. No more. It's not even an option. There's no alternative listed on YouTube, nothing. Yes, he's live on it, so is TLT. But the minute they hang up, they're all done. Because they started it before midnight. But once they shut them off, they're all done. They got no more. Unfortunately, it's what it is. It sucks. It really does, because that was a really big thing with our community. People did enjoy the hell out of it, and it made it fun. Right. I started after 12, unfortunately, but that's just what it is. So I'm going to try something just because I want to try something. Let's try email address and all that shit for this. Ugh, forget it. We ain't doing that. That's too much work. Yep. Yep, no Hangouts. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put it on no more Hangouts. Hey, Dizzy, what's going on, bud? Just trying to do the nightly live stream and Hangout with the unfortunate news that the Google Hangouts no longer works with YouTube. It's not an option. Yeah, tell me about it, bud. Tell me about it. Dave, what's going on? There is no more links. Hangouts does not work. It is not a functioning option anymore. I can't share a screen. There's none of that option. There's no inviting anymore. There's no none of it. It's not there. It's whatever camera they got, and that is it. There was talk of it, but it's not an available option right now, Jacob. Believe me, I spent 20 minutes just now looking through all the fine print and reading all their loopholes and shit. It's just not there. It's all dead ends. It's all good, Dave. Coin Captain, what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. I guess I'll have to start putting out content to make people, enjoy being on here again. Jacob, it's hard. StreamYards, YouTube doesn't give you the option to connect it. It wasn't listed as one of their available options. I think that's where YouTube's going to lose a lot because they got rid of this. But like I said, I know they were talking about incorporating a new one or a different version or a pay version or whatever. So I don't know, guys. I wish I had better answers right now. Jacob needs a shout out with his 1,000 subs. How's Dave gonna do it? He doesn't stream. He's just got to do it in all the channels that he's on and yell, "Hey, go check out Jacob." But Dave's not here, so you can't do that either. Kind of a catch-22 there. So how is everyone doing tonight? This morning, whatever, besides angry at YouTube? Melissa's tired. She's always tired, so. Let me see here. Yeah, right. I think that may be the only option we have at this point. It's like I honestly, I think YouTube scratched it only for the fact that they didn't want they didn't want the extra data and all the problems that go along with it because they didn't want the responsibility. I think that's where it's kind of falling. What's up, PMU? How you doing, bud? Yeah, I'm gonna have to start making sure I got boxes at night. So I'm gonna try this just because I can. Yeah, according to YouTube, there is no more Hangouts. Pick it up, damn you. Oh, she didn't answer. There we go. We're gonna go like this.
I was on the other Hangout.
There. So this is how we gotta do it. We gotta create a big old party and then just have the phone sit next to YouTube so everybody else can hear the party.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, they won't be able to see the videos, but at least they can hear what's going on.
All right. Well, who's next?
Well, I gotta look through the emails. I can start inviting people. I just have to add everybody's emails.
Oh, well, I heard you say phone tree a minute ago, so I thought I had to call somebody. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Well, no. Right, invite, add people. Let's try Al. Bear with me.
I'm kidding.
All right, let's see. Who else do we want to add? Cajun's in here, right?
Yeah. He said he doesn't want you to add him.
Oh, he said he doesn't want me to add him. All right, who else is in there? Rogue. I gotta go back here.
Let's see. He said Phil. Dave wanted on it, didn't he?
Yeah, I believe they did.
He quit now. Stacker. Who was the other one?
I don't know.
I was thinking the guy's name from last time, but I don't remember.
Dad and daughter, John Oof, what's going on?
Hey, John Oof. Yeah, I think he used it 2 times and it quit.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Let me go through the regular people that we normally invite here. Unfortunately, I have to handwrite all these names.
They're all laughing at me last night because I said, yeah, I'll start one. And it took me forever. And then I couldn't even get it. I was like, just a minute. But we stayed up till, well, I know Hayes and I were on there till like 8 o'clock this morning.
Right. Here, we'll start with those and see if they work. Oldies, I think it sent you one. If not, I may have to sit there and start it by inviting everybody beforehand and call. But hopefully everybody can at least hear the chat and know what's going on.
Yeah, it was crazy today. The Google Hangouts never comes up with the correct home screen.
Right.
It usually just goes straight to that white one with the icon.
Yep.
And today I got on there and it looked like it should have. I was like, yep, it's done. Like,
yep, it was not even no, you have to actually go into the Hangouts icon now, Al. What's up, Hidden?
Hi, Hidden. Hello.
Yeah, so you're not actually in YouTube anymore, but you actually have to go right into the actual Hangouts app. What's up, Mike?
I feel like I should stop to type it anyway.
Yeah, it's not the most effective thing, but if we can at least get it in a, I don't know, normal manner.
Just play it backwards.
Right? There. There's one for Mike Wolf. I just want to see if I can actually add people through this like it's saying it is. Oh, yeah, there goes. There's Mike. What's up, Mike?
What's wrong, Phil?
Everybody in the party. I hope everybody in the party can hear what's going on at least.
This is neat.
This may be the way we have to do it now.
No worries there. Thinking, I was like, there's gotta be a way around it. I mean, besides OBS. Right. Or StreamYard.
What's up, VC?
Oh, well, but I've never seen. Ow.
Yeah, VC, you have to go into Hangouts. Actually go in the app and go into it, because the app doesn't work through. You can get the same group on and do it how we are now, and then whoever's not in the party can actually still hear what's going on via my stream.
Alrighty.
But I mean, I think that's the only option we have at this point.
That's true.
Until another one comes out. I mean, Al said that there's an option through OBS to do it. I don't know how to do that yet. I'll definitely look into it.
Fire boys. Goodbye. Not roof coins, oof coins. John, roof coins. Yeah, roof. John, goof coins. What happened? He's kind of funny. I think I spelled it wrong. At this point, I was just saying LOL. That was a lot of work for an LOL.
Rogue, I did not send it to you yet. I gotta make sure I have your email. They were supposed to be replacing it with a new one, but I don't know why. Probably because they wanted money. So.
The other room.
Can you guys hear the conversation? Not the ones in chat. Who's on? Okay, Coin Captain. Who's on right now? It's John. It's Mike Wolf and Melissa Hoovy. Buyers, you have to go into the actual app, not on, not like an email. It's through the app itself, bud. All right, Hidden. Have a good one, bud.
Bye. Later, Hidden.
I mean, what I'm going to end up doing is I'll put my tablet so it's sitting right here and have the camera just kind of like facing at the tablet so everybody can watch everybody talking in the screen. So you have almost the same view. I think that may be the only option I have as far as that, but I'll fudge around with that tomorrow, tonight maybe, I don't know. Any luck, Rogue? Not Rogue. Buyers.
and orange.
Al should have one as well. Unless I sent it to his wrong thing.
Yeah, how can people rack up watch hours? So what, now we got to uninstall the Hangouts and reinstall whatever Google has next?
Until they announce what it is, most likely, yeah. Oh, okay, Al.
Because Riser's Treasure Hunt Emporium was doing a live stream from StreamYard with Rivendell Coins.
StreamYard, huh?
Yeah, but I heard it's like $9.99 a month.
See, no, I don't mind paying that, just so we can all have a good time for it. All I got to do is make Melissa work for an extra hour a day.
I get more work done. I used to get a lot done since I started talking to you guys. Not so much.
Yeah, bro, that's the thing, though. He started his stream before they cut it off, so they're not going to shut it off. But now that it's off, you can't start one back up.
Well, a lot of people are saying go over and check out D-Live. It's a live streaming platform, too.
Yeah.
But it was just too confusing.
Yeah, that's what Tim was saying. That's why I never bothered with it. I heard the same things. That's why it's like very, very frustrating right now. It just kind of seems like they're purposely trying to get rid of it just because they don't want that much live streams going on or something.
There's a new one.
PMU, I wish I could have, bud, but I don't get home until after 12.
I'm looking up streaming platforms. I got BIGO Live. It's live stream, live video, and live chat. It says live stream, video chat, earn money, make friends, and much more.
Yeah. StreamYards is free for 6 people on the panel. It's $14, according to a lot of people. Yeah, I don't care if it's $14, $20 a month. I don't care. What's up, John? And if we can have a good time and a bunch of people to hang out and whatnot, it's worth it to me.
I know. I thought, what's going to happen tonight?
Yeah, I knew something was coming, but it is what it is. I wish I could have started it from my house while I was driving out, but unfortunately, it's not an option. My teleporter's not working. I don't have CCO's ability to do everything and anything while not doing anything at all.
It's called the illusion of busy. I thought I invented it. But
Yeah.
maybe. Oh.
It's called something, Melissa.
Unproductivity.
Hey, Stacks, what's going on, bud? It's a very sad stream. We're all mad.
We got wanted. We didn't try. But everybody did, so it's a big Buddhist.
Let me see if I can call this dickwad again. Yeah, let's see if he gets it this time.
There's a lot of streaming apps. Hola. Hola.
There he is.
What's up? What's up, Poovy? How you doing? I just do.
Glad you could pop in, John. We're all a little confused ourselves, so.
Salty, needless to say.
Well, Al, you're gonna have to download Hangouts to your phone then, bud.
Come on, Al. Get with it. Join the Hangout, Al.
That's cute.
Actually, I believe you can do it through your computer as long as you have the app downloaded.
I'd say so. I mean, VC and Todd Miller was on a call there a minute ago. And we could hear you, Phil, but you couldn't hear us.
Really?
Yeah, that was all kinds of weird.
Yeah, that's retarded.
CC called me and he's like, "Hello, who's this?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, you called me. What do you want?"
Kind of like I called Mike Wolf. I was like, "Oh, wrong people."
Right.
I remember that. And then she called me back again. I was like, "Oh, hello, Melissa." A couple weeks ago, Melissa called me and Mike Wolf too.
VC, I'm gonna try you again, bud.
When it pops up ringing VC, hit accept. Just yeah, YouTube's not going to recognize Hangouts anymore. Is what it's going to be.
Yep.
And we could all be here, and you could be there, but it's going to be a little weird.
There you go, VC. I mean, once I get it down, we should be able to have the same group invited with the same call every time.
Yeah. Once you get it figured out, you'll be able to push one button.
Right.
And it'll ring all 8 of us.
All 8, 12, 100, whatever. Yeah. First come, first serve to jump on.
Yeah.
I mean, the plus side is I can actually start the stream on my way home.
Right.
By at least doing it this way and hanging out. So that'd be a nice 45 minutes extra.
Yeah. And we can keep you awake while you're driving.
Oh, I'm awake either way.
It's called cocaine, Phil. Cocaine.
Pretty much. No, it's definitely not, Cajun. It's definitely not. I agree with you 100%, bud. I mean, it's easier to talk than type. However, not having that picture, I guess. So unless you're in the party, you don't quite get the same feel.
Yeah. I mean, even in here, it's different.
It is, because you still got to go back to look at the phone.
No.
Yeah, you still got to go back to YouTube to get that other side of it.
Yep. It's a problem.
Yeah, sucks.
Indeed, it does.
It's like Hoovy. It sucks.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna go there, but
No, there you have it. There you are.
That tablet idea was a good one, Phil. Yeah, maybe able to do it off a tablet and a laptop. Cajun said it sucks, a fat one.
No, Cajun. No. Bull butter.
Bull butter.
Bull butter.
Bull butter. Al said, "Why are you quiet, Melissa?"
5 out of 4 disapprove.
That's right.
Fucking redneck. Oh my god, he was killing me.
That boy, he's either cooked his brain or something, buddy. I'm telling you.
Hey, no cook talk.
He was gone. Just gone with that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, 5 out of 4 approve.
Yeah, Red was smoking that bull butter.
Oh man. I don't know if he was smoking in it, drowning in it. I don't know what he was doing, but damn.
He was in it.
Yeah, he was out there.
What I don't like about it is I can't go back to YouTube and see all the people on panel then.
If you hit the see, I have an Android, so I just hit the little circle button and it shrinks everything down, even though the phone call's still on.
Yeah, I already went back to YouTube. I can see the chat, but the little circle button don't work for me like that. I've got an Android too.
Gotcha.
Not as fancy as yours, I reckon.
I don't know. Every phone's different, so it's hard to say. Unless you're the the zombie apocalypse of the fucking iPhone.
No, I've got a Galaxy Sky 7J Pro, what the hell ever it is.
Yeah.
I said that ass backwards, but yeah.
I like that, Dave. That was good. 5 out of 4 people believe that fractions suck. Oh, 5 out of 4 people agree that fractions are hard. PMU says fraction sucks.
Al said, what the hell's a fraction?
Exactly.
Way to go, Al!
Al's the 1 out of 5 that's not part of that group.
Yeah, Al's the 1 out of 5 that's not dumb.
Al's the 1.
Or at least that's what will make you think.
That's right.
I even commented on one of his videos today and told him his internet was slow.
That's horrible.
That makes me number 1. He said, yeah, Al.
In somebody's book. Cajun, you would be correct. You would be correct in that instance.
Yeah, I teach spelling, but math is my strong point.
Yeah, I put that video up earlier today with that strap of $2 bills that were all brand new.
Yeah.
And I got like so many freaking people messaging me. It was ridiculous over it. And after all the messages, like I had John RMS, he's like, I would happily take all of them. I'm just concerned about customs taking it.
Yeah, because they're small denomination bills. I've seen that.
Yeah. And then I had a couple other people, well, how much are you charging? And I sat there and said, face value, shipping, and whatever you feel you want to give me. That's fine for me.
Yeah, I seen one where you said if you give me 50 cents more than what the face is, it's fine.
Yeah, I could care less. I'm not looking to make money on it. It was just, hey, if you want to add it to your collection, here you go. You can't find it like that very often anymore.
I like how Aaron said it. 5 out of 4 is oversized thickness for plywood, called 5/4.
That's right. That's right.
Not just plywood, they make 5/4 deck boards too.
Hey, VC. Oh, my friend, you're going to be jealous when you see what Bella gets soon. My brother is working out. My brother, being a master machinist, is already designing Bella's first mold.
Hey, I seen a cast iron mold on eBay today.
Yeah.
It was a Lee mold. It was made for lead, but it was cast iron. It was a 1 pound Kit Kat loaf for $20.
Nice. Yeah. We were originally going to do a little Bella round. It was just going to be a 2-inch round. And it was going to have the letters, Bella's bullion right into the coin as her first round. And, well, long story short, it got changed from a round. It's not going to be a bar. It's not going to be a round. It's actually going to be a nice custom. And Bella's first...
Is it going to be a cube?
Huh?
Is it going to be a cube?
No. It is actually going to be... It's going to be a Liberty Bell. Like her Benji's.
I like that idea.
Just like her Benji's. And ironically, my brother actually has the CAD design already set up in his computer with the Liberty Bell because he had to make it for something else. So all he's literally got to do is edit it to put Bella's name or whatever into it, and that's it. He can reduce it. He can upgrade the size of it. He was telling me, he goes by his thoughts and his opinion, if we were to enlarge the pore to an 8-inch diameter pore, the bell would be big enough so you can literally see every written, physical, actual detail that's on the bell in real life.
Oh, cool. Holy crap.
Yep. So you'd be able to see the actual letters that are cast into the real thing. So
Oldies and goodies is not a good speller.
so I'm thinking if it's an 8-inch diameter, odds are it's probably going to be a 10-ounce pour, if not bigger.
At least.
And then obviously if you go thick or whatever, it's going to be holy shit thick. But
Right.
who knows? Maybe that'll be a kilo.
You want a Bella channel bar? It's gonna cost you $300, but
Yeah, right. There's no fucking way I'm buying a piece of graphite that big for the chance that he may break it. No. We'll do small ones first, and we'll get there. I already know she's got like 15 channels that's just like itching to pull the trigger the minute she starts pouring. So.
oh yeah. I always thought these cubes were freaking awesome. I bought 2 or 3 of them here in the last couple months.
I'm already working on it for VC2. I'm working on it. If he can get the 3D patterns down with the graphite and what he thinks he can do with it, titties and beer will be a mold. Oh yeah. VC will have a 1-ounce titty each. We'll be designing them to the point where you can sit there and pick the size of your cups.
Yeah, some D cups, baby.
You want some 1-ounce titties, some 2-ounce titties, some 3-ounce titties.
Hook me up with some 6-ounce D cups, Phil.
I don't know how big that would be. That'd be pretty interesting. I mean, 6 ounces of titties, that'd be a pretty good sized pour if you think about it. I mean, that would be a good like I don't know. Shit, that would be like two $50 rolls put together. That'd be massive.
Yeah.
Those be some big titties right there, buddy.
Yep.
Some A cups. See what you want, a nice half ouncer. some A cup itty bitty titty committees.
Man, the A cup should be a 1/10 of an ounce.
It would just be like a flat piece of paper with like 2 little bumps.
Yep.
It'd just be a round with 2 little nipples on it. There you go.
Yep, there's your titty.
No, there's nothing wrong with little titties. Nothing wrong at all. Titties is titties. As long as they're not old and saggy like Al's, we're all set.
Yeah, we're good.
What's up, Trey? Yeah, it sucks, bud.
Hi, Trey.
Correct. No more Hangouts. Everybody's saying that there is that other one, which I'm gonna take a look into and do the homework. I'm sure most people will not invest into it, but I plan on it.
Don't forget to stop at Bella's P.O.
Yeah,
tomorrow, Phil.
yeah, I planned on it. I have to check the mail every day for the next couple days because I have a forge, some graphite blocks, safety gear. I got the fire blocks. I got whole bunch of furnace stuff coming in the mail. I got a lot of stuff coming in.
The safety gear's going to be like 2 foot tall.
Yeah.
It's going to be the littlest safety gear you ever seen.
Well, I actually ordered, because, I mean, you see everybody uses, the big heavy welder leather gloves. I actually found online some of the, like the grill cooks use. They're actually more malleable and flexible, and they hold up to 1,400 degrees.
Damn.
So I figured, what the hell? I ordered a pink set of those, or not a pink set, something like that, but as close as I could that Bella would enjoy getting.
Yeah, as long as she don't take a direct pour on the hand, she'll be great.
Right, right. That's why I think I'm going to start her with aluminum, doing some pours just to get used to it, and then we'll work from there, because that's as low as you're going to get.
Nah, you can get lead a lot lower than that, but pushing up.
True, but you don't want to be breathing in that lead fumes.
No.
I mean, I ordered an apron and all kinds of shit. I gotta get from Walmart. I gotta go pick up like a couple of bigger tubs so I can make some like giant ice blocks for her, because we all know she's gonna have a blast throwing them on the ice blocks.
Yep.
I mean, shit, I will, because I mean I'm a big kid like that too. So.
Just admit it. Everybody will enjoy that. Be like, yeah.
Right, just melting ice with whatever we can burn.
Whatever we can pour in a mold, we're gonna melt ice with it.
Yep. Who knows? Maybe we'll make an actual realistic shaped dick, so we can put it into the ice and just watch it melt as it penetrates.
Oh yes, Hoovy will be needing one of those.
Huge balls.
We love you, Hoovy. It's all right.
It's all good, VC. It's all good, brother. I wish you could be doing it live, but no pressure now. You can't overpour because you're not on my stream.
No, but we can still holler at him and tell him to overpour.
He's gonna overpour anyway. What's up, Silva? Hey, D, what's going on, buddy?
Hi, Silver City dude. Hoovy who don't know you.
Where are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with a bunch of different designs for different casts that like people would like to see poured.
My favorite's always been the cubes. I don't know why, but I like the cubes, like a 1 or a 2 and a 4 ounce cube.
Like just straight up squares.
Yes, and then you stamp it with like you stamp it like a dice.
Al, I do watch chat. I just do miss stuff too. So, actually, that's kind of funny you said that, because that was one of the thoughts my brother had actually come up with, was making an actual dice.
Yeah. You just take a nail set and stamp 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on it.
Oh no!
Yeah,
we were going to make a 2-piece mold, so you can pour all the sides. The only side that wouldn't be left would be the one side, because as you pour it, it'll be flat. So you just have to surface it, and that'd be the side you stamp for weights and 9995 and all that crap.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
That can be your fire.
Right.
Just everybody has to agree.
There's burning. The fella don't send packages.
Yeah, I'm trying to come up with a couple of fancier things for Bella to get, and just something you haven't seen yet.
18th, Huey.
18th. Oh yeah, Slipknot concert day. How dare I?
Yeah, that's my birthday too.
How dare you?
Well, you know where I'll be. Have more fun than you.
You can't join it? VC, did your
plenty of video, Melissa. Take plenty of video.
VC, did your phone or tablet ring? when I called you, bud?
You can just send it all to me, because I am going to be jealous.
You know what? My Slipknot videos from a couple years ago disappeared off my YouTube.
What?
And they weren't very long.
Yeah, Belgium got some of this last Slayer concert, and his video was taken down.
And I had him on there for like a couple years.
This was up there like a week, and it took it down.
And I only had mine were
A
like
donut? That's interesting.
like at the very end, you know, when they do the
Cheeseburger. Do a cheeseburger. That'd be like a 5-piece mold, but it'd be neat to see a cheeseburger mold.
well, there's
How
already
about a tomato sandwich? I was thinking the same thing. Lettuce, make it LOL.
You know, he said for us, he's got his own thing going on. I wonder how that's going.
No, VC, it's not through an email. You have to actually open up the Hangouts app.
Yeah, you open it up and then he'll call you, just like you did me, VC.
Right.
Bing, 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 bing. That's what you'll hear.
So PMU likes the idea of a donut too. See, I can have my brother machine it so you can see like slightly raised so it looks like it's frosted, and even more raised for the sprinkles.
Yeah, sprinkles.
Oh, that's
The last super donut, it seemed like a butthole.
I think that's already been done.
heard that last night.
Yeah, Tim.
Yeah, I think the butthole one's been done.
I'm surprised Bradley Heights mini gold pans didn't sell. Those things would be cool. You drill a hole through the middle of it, hanging on a necklace. What's up, Sheldon? Man, we missed you over there at Mobile Coins today. 32 silvers in a box, including another walker. There's TOT. What's up, buddy? There,
Really, Tim, yours is still available. That's interesting because it's not even an option on mine. But you're also what, 2 hours behind me? So it's still before midnight for you.
No, it's 12:35 here, so I'm on the same time he is.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, so after midnight.
Weird. Yeah, it's not even an option, Tim. I cannot even pick it, dude.
So we're on his side.
Yeah, it doesn't even give me the choice to do it, bud.
I'm gonna look online and see if it gives me the choice for it. It says Google Hangout on air. I like that last night. Never mind. Delete.
Yeah, because normally I would just pull it up to a live stream schedule later, click the little button that would say use Hangouts, and that was it. Now that's not even any of that, like that whole screen is completely gone. It doesn't even come up.
Yes.
It's a totally new one.
And if I hit the camera, I can do video, live, or post.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know how to do the Hangout yet. One day I'll figure all this out.
Maybe it's because you're over 1K, Tim.
Good point.
Maybe that's an option for people over 1K.
Now anyone could go live then. If they're under. If that's the case, Bill, how many subs do you need to get to 1K?
4 something.
If that's the case, I'll make 400 troll accounts just to get you there.
It would just be everybody who normally comes on has to make 1 account a day.
I can do it all tonight. I didn't tell them Mike Wolf, man. I was asking how come you weren't at Mobile Coins today? You missed a heck of a box, buddy.
That's the only thing I can think of, Precious. I mean, that,
Okay, I didn't see that one. Sorry, I'm just not back in the chat.
I mean, maybe they changed their thinking on how they wanted to do it. Who knows? It's fucking YouTube.
Maybe they went along. Maybe they went along with YouTube and had to make it with 1,000.
Don't know. I don't know.
Possibilities are endless.
Well, Cajun's got it. Maybe Cajun should take a look if he's still in here.
Yeah.
He's over 1,000, isn't he? Or his other account is.
One of them is. Who else in here's got 1,000 subs other than Tim? Me.
Got negative over here.
Dave Carlisle.
Yeah, I got like 150. I'm sitting at 1134. There you go.
Hey, Carlos, what's up, bud?
Yeah, almost as good as yesterday's box, man. I think what yesterday was 41 silvers, 3 Benjis, and a Walker.
That's crazy.
And today you had a Walker and 32 silvers plus 1 Walker.
Who was that? RFT?
No, mobile coins.
Oh, really?
Larry the Legend, yeah, 2 days in a row, and his boxes have been just pouring out silver.
Yeah, I saw him on. I couldn't get away from working today. I had a bad day at the shop.
Oh man, sorry. I seen his notification and RFTs pop up at the same time.
Yeah.
I've known RFTs before so many times, and I say hello to them and Charlene and everything. I was like, man, I wish I could have met you guys in Texas. They're like, oh Mike, well, don't be spamming Texas in here. I was like, okay, goodbye. I was like, quit spamming Texas. But then I asked like 4 or 5 times and they never saw it, so I asked again. And we'll get to your question, Mike. Just hold on.
Hey, is LT still in here?
I think so.
Tim's still in chat.
Okay. I was just wondering, I'm looking at OBS and it has a join Discord server, and like I know I'm on his little thing that pops up with that, who's posted a video.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know what purpose it serves besides.
Yeah, Al said there was an option through OBS to do the group chat. And somebody else, I can't remember who it was, said that there was the other stream option that people are using. StreamYard, yeah.
Can you have more than one person talk to you on Streamlab?
I've never seen it, so I don't know.
Okay.
But I mean, I'm gonna look into it and see if that's even an option. I want to be able to find something for for everybody who comes out and hangs out at night, because it's not the same. And I want to try and at least salvage as much as we can.
Right.
Tim, have a good night, brother. Appreciate you popping in.
Yeah, I'll email you or blab at you later some way about it.
Later, TLT. Later, Tim.
Yeah, Al, you just got to get up in the Streamlabs, download that app, dude. We'll get your ass right up in here now, and you can talk about it.
Yep.
I know somebody that has the Dab Lab, and usually just him and one other person. So that's why I thought. I didn't know if you could put multiple people.
Blake, what's up, buddy? I just flat out do not have the option to use Hangouts anymore, bud. It's just not there.
If it's the 1,000 sub thing, I'm gonna start making freaking troll accounts now.
We'll all just bounce them off each other.
Yeah, Lake House, you got 1,000 subs. Quickly check out and see if you can go live with Hangouts. You don't have to start one. Just see if you have the option to do it. Because Tim said he still does, and he's past midnight. But I don't have that option. It's just fucking retarded, man.
That's right. Andrew's live.
Gonna go do the rolls. Get the W's. No. Yeah. Say what?
Greatest Silver.
I'm always asking him, hey, bro, did you take your meds? He's like, no, I'll take them right now.
Oh, good. I know somebody's supposed to do it. And then I'm like,
Have a good night, Silva.
are we all supposed to do it?
Oh, if you want to, go ahead, Melissa. I'll let you do it.
Man, I barely take care of myself. Oh, shit, I left the dog outside. See?
Oh, yeah, nice go. Well, I guess that means we can't pull the pin on the Chihuahuas no more.
Nope.
Somebody say Chihuahua is dead.
You guys are horrible.
My mother-in-law had like 4 to 5 constantly. So that you just love hearing that when you walk through the door. Yeah.
No, what I said to him was, I guess we can't pull the pin on the Chihuahuas no more.
Oh, Lord. Little hangouts. What else can happen to us? Oh, yep. Count to 10. Throw it.
You don't count to 10.
What do you count to 30?
Pull the pin and sling it.
Well, it depends. It depends. Like if you're throwing it around the wall that's right on the other side of the wall from you, then you count 3 seconds and then throw.
Right.
But if you're going for distance and you're trying to defend, then yeah, you pull and toss that shit immediately.
Yeah, Al said he wears the. Yeah, we knew that.
My grandma
already knew that. You wear one. What? I would.
The pins aren't so dependable. I'm like, TMI.
Let me tell you.
Al wears one on his hip.
Let me tell you, when we were training with dummies and practicing that whole breach entry thing, when you be told, all right, here's your grenade, pop the pin. Now you know this is a live fucking grenade that's about to go off. Now sit there and count to 3 and then throw the shit, and you're like, fuck.
Mississippi 2, Mississippi. I can throw it. 1, 2, 3, go.
So many people would pop it and go 1, 2, 3 and chuck the shit as fast as they could. Because quite honestly, who the fuck wants to hold that shit?
Lake House testing.
1 testing.
Hangouts.
So were you able to do like a live stream with Hangouts?
Yeah, we won't be able to see coin confusing coins as Zoo anymore.
Not unless she streams or she goes and puts it in the party.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I'd have to sit there and go like Melissa Hoove and be like, all right, everybody, there's the Hoovy Hoove. There's her Hoovies.
Doing that poop again.
I didn't poop. What?
Hoovy, how is Cujo doing?
Oh, good. He's somewhere not farting around me, so we're fantastic tonight.
That's what PMU said.
Oh, Cujo. He's my
You want to see Cujo.
He's my sweet baby.
Oh, Roddy's
Is that the one
usually
that hates
are.
peanut butter? That's the one that hates peanut butter, right?
No, Johnny Cash hates peanut butter.
Oh.
He's
Which one?
He's the one that I forgot outside a second ago, but he likes to go outside by himself because he's pissed off that he's not an only dog.
Is that the sand colored one, or is that the one with the black on the back?
The one with the tail, the sand colored one. Yeah.
The one without the tail. What's his name again?
Johnny
What?
Cash.
Without the tail.
Oliver or Ollie.
That's what it was.
Yeah. I didn't pick that name. I picked the fun names: Johnny Cash, Triumph. Yeah.
Mini Cujo.
Yeah. Well, Ollie does mean, or Oliver means elf army. And I'm like, with those ears, okay, I'll agree to that name.
Oliver, that's a cool name.
I wanted to name him Dizzy Gillespie. It would have fit because that dog's dumb as a brick.
Dizzy!
Yeah.
Melissa, break out the peanut butter PM you said.
No, she doesn't do the peanut butter on camera.
If I show him the candy, he'll get mad.
Melissa takes that and smears it in her butt crack every night. Incoming call from a private number. I'm assuming that's Lake House calling me.
Telling you Google Hangouts hates you. It's working over there.
No, I think he's just calling me and not realizing.
I love you. It's cool to say, you suck. And I mean it from the bottom of bottom.
That's not you?
Oh my
Nope.
I don't know. Somebody called me from it. Lake House said it wasn't him.
Dumbbell presses. I should have probably been reading this chat for a while.
It gets confusing after a while when you're not paying attention, yes.
Yeah, I realized that I do that where I'm not reading.
Oh, that was VC.
And then I'm like, this person should remember the last thing I said, even though 20 other people are telling them something, but they should remember what the other people were saying too.
VC said it was me.
Yeah.
He said, I'm live on Hangouts, but it's private, but it works. I ain't gonna notification me live.
All right, let me see if I can call you, bud.
I was all by myself.
I didn't get a notification from him. So it's private.
All right, he should be his should be ringing right now.
No, I meant Lake House Beach. 18 hours ago, he got the board art from Silver Dragons, and I didn't even get a notification for it. That's fucking YouTube.
All right, so you're live on your channel, like YouTube itself, Lake?
I know, right? For family yard sale.
Yes, but I set it to private so people wouldn't get notified.
Okay, so Lake House can do it as well.
I'd say it's 1,000 subs still.
It very well may be.
Well, Melissa, start making troll accounts.
I only have two.
There's Mike Wolf with a hairball.
Johnny Cash and Oliver. Well, Triumph needs one. Oh yeah. Man, that means I have to set up email accounts for every last one.
Oh, is there Johnny Cash already taken?
Yeah, I have Johnny Cash and Oliver.
Oh, there you go.
Together.
Yeah, Aaron, 1,000 subs was for the mobile live stream, correct?
Yeah.
Apparently they adapted it with the Hangouts too, or maybe they're letting it run longer. Because there was something that was said, I remember hearing that they weren't eliminating it, they just weren't adding it or something. I don't know how it was. It was worded very weird, but that it would still be available till 2020.
Yeah, if you read it, if you Google it, what is replacing Hangouts, it'll tell you the whole thing.
Right, but there is no option right now to use anything.
Somehow it's going to be taken off of Google Classic, but it'll be on the other one.
Right, but it's not. There was no feature for it. Well, good luck at the hospital, bud. Take care of yourself.
Rogue, man. Yeah, good luck, man.
Hopefully it's just a dislocation. They hurt like hell getting popped in, but you feel like $1 million when it's done.
Well, yeah, they hurt.
Because like whoever we're talking to, because I didn't see it. Oh, Rogue. Yeah, good luck with that. For sure. I had mine out of socket twice when I was little. Now one each arm.
Does it affect laptops or desktops? I don't know. I'm not over 1,000, so I can't tell you.
Later, Rogue. Take care of that shoulder, bud.
Yeah, go take care of yourself, bud. We'll be here when you're done, maybe. Who knows? Unless you're a VA hospital, then see you next week. Or you're gonna be dead.
I don't understand on here. It's like when the OBS says okay, get the stream key. Well, I copied it.
Trust me, I know all about shoulder injuries. I got a nice bullet wound right over here.
And all about shoulder dislocations. Ooh.
Yep, been there too.
I've dislocated my right shoulder 13 times.
I've only
Done
done
my left shoulder 4 times, my left shoulder once.
It sucks ass, that's for sure.
Going to lift something heavy, oh, forget it. I just feel like my arms are pulling forward, I'm trying to pull backwards.
Oh, in the military, bud.
Mine was playing just football, just with a bunch of friends. Dislocated.
Typically, you wear your Kevlar. Typically, you wear your Kevlar, and it's got like a little tiny flap here. But when you're laying on the ground, what happens, like with my shirt, is it'll shift when you're going to shoot. So it'll open up like a little flap. And it actually ricocheted off my helmet and went up the collar and into my neck or my shoulder.
Yummy.
It was like $1 million shot. It was absolutely perfect.
There's Hoovie.
What I do now?
Ooh, look at her
On
hoovies.
camera now.
I'm not showing you guys what Hoovie's showing, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, Hoovie, move to the left. And then to the left some more.
DC, I don't want to find out.
That is left. That's farther. You want to look at my ugly mug or what?
To the right, move to the right.
Just so y'all know, I'll just give you kind of an idea what's going on. Melissa's, she's got her little stripper lights on, and there is a pole involved. And I'm not giving you any more than that.
And she just charged me $59.95. She just charged me $59.95 to my PayPal. Like, what the hell, man? That's top, bottom, front.
Oh, you're very welcome, PMU. Oh, you woke up in the middle of the night with it. That sucks.
Oh, damn.
At least you woke up. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That probably saved your life. Well, that's okay. I'm saving Melissa for myself just because I'm hosting it. So, you know, with buyers paying for it, at least I get to watch.
Right. She then charged me $59.95.
Okay, so Lake House is streaming right now, but I can't do it. I don't know what to tell you, bud. It's just it wasn't an option. It's got to be the 1K thing.
Gotta be.
I'll have to get somebody else who has the ability to do it. That's not at 1K to find out. I mean, I'll have to kill the stream. I could use Bella's to do it, but I'd have to kill the stream to get an answer on that.
No, I looked on mine and it doesn't have the option. It has the quick camera, but you can't even click on it.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Yeah, mine was like that too.
Yeah.
Yes,
Same here, because I tried to go.
a stripper pole, some doggies, and some peanut butter. Oh, there's peanut butter in a pole, but their dogs aren't there. She's got a big jar of jelly too now, too. Grape jelly?
You forgot the stripper light.
Petroleum jelly.
Oh, it's petroleum jelly.
Gallon.
Yeah, it's got diesel fuel in it, Phil. She said that shit's fire.
Yeah. Brown, chicka, brown. Hoovy just had a little gag reflex moment there, guys.
Yeah, I know. I made her gag and didn't even touch her.
Well, it has to be Melissa. Don't say how far back. Never mind. Well, we have puppies. A stripper pole.
Turn on some Barry White. She done charged me for it. I'll put this on the Barry White.
You can do any, we call that twerking the berry? Yeah, you can. Who am I kidding?
Must be just depressed as it would be talking about some Congress spaniels now. A German bulldog isn't some.
Right?
They're not cockers, they're corgis. Corgis. Man, you
I reckon they can leave my record.
pretty able to butcher that.
Yeah.
Corgis and Cujo.
Yeah. I know, I feel bad I don't have to try that into it, but
It can be corgi cock.
brilliant. That's what I'm looking up. Screw the coin part, put cock, see what happens. I hate the internet, but I don't.
He said, yep, it works, Tim. Phil.
Doesn't seem to me like it's enough. It's just not enough.
Works great, Phil.
Eat shit. Oh shit. That's as far as I'm playing because I ain't getting no copyright. Nope.
So really, what are they gonna do? Take your stream down with your hangout?
Or the lack of it, yeah. Bastards.
I ain't getting my $59 worth of it.
Right?
Not right now.
All I can see is a shoulder in the air, and that ain't doing much.
You told me to move to the left, and I did.
Okay, move to the right 3 times.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know if the bigger channels can still host. Maybe it's just something they haven't gotten rid of yet. So I don't know.
Either way, it sucks. It's stupid. We don't like it.
Agreed.
Yeah, what she said.
It's stupid. It sucks. We don't like it.
No, the Lake House, there is nothing. All I've got is go live or go live later. That's it. There's like no middle, there's no extra, there's no nothing.
Yeah. We're on TV right off.
I mean, we could hop on the Al's or Lake Houses, but Al can't stream, so it would have to be Lake. And Lake doesn't like doesn't like doing the hangouts for the shit show stuff because he likes to hold the Tom Hanks image.
Yeah. Labeled 18 plus, Blake.
Nope, he won't do it. He's too
Highfalutin.
he's too he's too much in the elitist club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to keep that 1,000.
He's got to keep that Backstreet image.
Yeah, he don't like the bad boy club.
Oh, I got a lunchbox of Backstreet Boys one I'll sell you for $35 at Lake House.
What the hell would he want that for? He was the one who took the picture.
He was trying to spell them that.
It's nice little
No, send it to him, Mel. I'll probably just autograph it for you.
yeah.
He'll autograph it and send it back to you, Hoobie.
Oh, it's not mine. I mean, that was a little after my time, thank God.
It wasn't after my time. I had to hear it on the cruise block fucking every Friday night.
Well, yeah, I understand that. And I had grandkids that love their songs. Oh my god. See, my wife will sit there behind me and listen to them. I was like, can you turn that thing off, please?
But yeah, it's September. Like, other than that, he does shit by himself now. Let's forget the rest of them.
You do need the watch time there, Lake House.
Yeah, that watch time will go through the roof.
Hell yeah. I mean, I don't have anywhere near the subs you do, and if you went live like that, I mean, I get 2,500 to 3,500 per stream. So you'll probably clear 5,000 every time.
Yep.
Think how much coins put me on there. It went. Then he's done.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my impression of the flow chart.
Thought that was your price. $9 was worth.
$9 worth of what? Peanut butter?
Yeah, no, you billed me $59 for this stream that nobody else can see.
I don't believe you.
I believe it. I believe it did happen. Just hush your mouth.
You can't
That's
tell
how it
me
feels.
$9. That'll cost you another 50 times.
Oh, so it's free? I want a refund.
Just remember that the front is 25, the back is 50.
That was it in
The top is the top is free.
The topless is the free samples, correct?
You need to read the final print.
Let's go to this big A straps only. Oh, man.
No, we're talking about mouth.
Good.
Talk to the camera, Bill.
What?
So talk to the camera.
Talk to the camera. I don't want to talk to the camera. They're not talking to me. Lake House is doing a 1K only club, so I mean, Mike, I think you can join them. That's about it.
Yeah, I can join them, but I ain't got notification yet.
I can take a hint. I'm fine.
None of us are cool enough to be in Lake House's club, except for Al and Mike and David.
Al, 8 shorts.
Yeah, don't forget David.
I'm only 800 short.
Yeah, maybe you're about the same, Melissa.
Right.
Melissa, you're used to being short, so it's no big deal.
I know, right? But I'm drinking. And one of these days, I'll kick your ass, old man.
Show us that's a $59 charge, Phil. Would you let her kick your ass?
See, the only problem is if Lake House was to host the stream, we'd all have to bite our tongues and be like Disney rated. Hey, Rich, what's going on, bud? Yep, rip to Hangouts, but I have no options to put it up anymore.
Hey, Rich Galax.
script to Lake House the streams because I ain't done it.
Ain't gonna do it.
Oh, Lake, you just gotta go. Like for the phone, you gotta click up here, this little doohickey here, and then just add people. Which I gotta do. Invite, add people, and then up on the top, you just type in their email address, and then once it does, it'll pull up like their screen name or their account name. So I could do Lake House Beach.
Here's the beach. That was Clever Lake.
So when I type in your email address, if the screen will let it go, you can see your little icon pops up, whatnot, and then I can click it and it'll invite you. But I don't want to invite you anymore because you're too cool for us. What's up, Hector?
Yeah.
Ah, see, Lake House is too good for us. He wouldn't do multiple people. Told you. Told you.
Yeah, you do. So.
Shut your dirty pie hole, dummy.
You guys are bad.
Thanks. That's a compliment.
The worst part is we all started really getting comfortable in our skin with being around each other and ball busting, and now they get rid of it.
Yeah, now it's like, screw you guys, I'm out.
Right?
That's coming for it.
Yeah, now it's like, screw you guys, you can't have it no more.
Right? It's just like they waved the bone in front of our face and it's like, nope, no more.
Oh, you enjoyed that?
Pretty much. YouTube just gave us all blue balls, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The solution's on camera.
Yeah, because when I looked at it, Lake House, it showed me I could use the linked attachment with the embedment code, and it was like OBS and a few other ones, but it wasn't any option with like a Hangouts option.
Mine would OBS. I'm gonna try it again. Instead of like 4 in the morning when everybody's like, okay, now
I mean, shit, if I get a night where I'm bored, I'll start creating accounts just to sub to myself, too.
Yeah. Yeah, we all just started getting comfortable with each other, and, Hoovy just started taking it right. She was just getting good.
Right. We finally broke her in, and...
Right. Like, because I know you joked me and I got offended.
Hoovy get offended? Does a bear shit in the woods? Nope.
Oh my God, it's not my husband. So I'll be like that. Oh, well, this bear shit in the woods. He's like, well, I'm like, yes. Even if you don't see him, just like the tree falling, whatever.
If a tree falls on your in the woods, does it make a sound? Fuck no.
Rich, you were never that comfortable? That's all right, bud. You were also still very new to it, brother. Some people, it's not for everybody, too. You got to think about it that way.
That's not.
Oh, yeah. For about the first month, I wouldn't get on panel at all. And then once I did a couple times, I'm like, yeah, this is all right. Go with it.
It's so much better than sitting there going, Lake House, you're a gay backstreet boy, and you couldn't do it because you got a face for a newspaper. Yeah.
Oh boy, that's more than 170 characters. Back up 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't know that any problem. Besides
Well, I know there's going to be a lot of channels tomorrow, today, whatever you want to consider it. really hunting to figure out where the fuck to go.
I wonder what RFT's gonna do if it's not the 1,000 sub deal.
Hey. I have a filter, young man. I do have a filter. Believe it or not, it's on right now.
Yeah, my filter's like full filter mode right now. What the fuck?
You got to remember, dude. When I was in the Marines and whatnot, dude, fuck was like every other word.
That was like cereal in the morning.
Yeah, it's
That was the first thing that hit your mouth. Fuck.
fucking ain't right. That shit was.
So my theory was if whatever OBS or whatever that was doesn't work with people over 1,000 subs after a certain date, what the hell's like RFT and all these coin roll hunting channels gonna do?
Well, no, they use OBS. They don't have Hangouts. It's different.
Oh, okay. See, I thought they used Hangouts too.
No.
That's why he got multiple screens because he's running through a computer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's OBS. That's not Hangouts, but that's completely different.
My bad.
Nope, it's all right.
Because I just thought to myself, Rob, with 40,000 subs, what the hell is he gonna do? He's gonna suck ass.
That's why I procrastinated on this so long, and yep, the day is coming. I thought it was going to be 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I still had caca done. No. No caca.
I'm still waiting on my PayPal back for my refund.
Oh, that takes forever for that. PayPal hangs on to your money as long as they can to get interest before they give it back.
Really?
It was a joke, Bill.
No, you're not going to get a refund from her. She doesn't give refunds.
Yeah, I found that in the small print on her tank.
Well, we haven't figured it out yet, Hector.
No, I understand. Shay, Adriana, Ken Peavy, and someone else are trying to figure all that out.
They don't use OBS though.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, that's why like when they can have multiple screens and present what they're showing. When PV has the one that goes, like it does the eternity of screens.
I didn't think Ken Peavy was using OBS.
Hours or minutes, Lake?
He does. Paul Bloom does. Mantic does. Yeah. CFA.
Hey, Phil, this one's actually going to suck. Sakabata, he used Hangouts.
Yep. And he just started.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know you need 4K, bud. Telling you, like you just gotta throw up streams like this like once a week. Just do a once a week 18 and older stream like this, dude. With the amount of people you got as friends, you're probably gonna kill 10,000 minutes or 1,000 hours in one video.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, because you're getting like 2,500 just off of 20 people.
Right. And they don't even stay the whole time. You know what I mean? Like with Lake, he'll get 60 people in there bullshitting the whole time. And
I think I got like a couple thousand minutes off of mine. And it wasn't very much. Like, that's been a while back. I was like, well, would you look at that? And I was like, oh yeah, that stream.
no, I know what you're saying, Lake. I know what you're saying.
In it at all.
Just
What's he saying, Phil?
he said he hates streaming over other channels, but that's what I mean. You got to do a late night stream.
Oh yeah.
You just do a late night hangout, dude. Or pick Sunday morning. Nobody's ever on Sunday morning. Start it.
On Sunday morning.
Everybody's still hungover and ODing from that morning.
You know, you've got a million ways to do it. You just got to get live streams going and. You'd be all right.
See, pretty much what's up. Everybody's still ODing and going to get Narcan that morning.
Well, night's the only time you can do it. Well, then that would make sense.
As many people as there are, the odds that you're going to be streaming the same time as somebody else is good. I mean, that's all there is to it.
Right.
Yeah, your stream's going to overlap somewhere.
Yeah, it's going to happen no matter what you do. You know, pick a Saturday night, Sunday night, a Friday night, whatever, the bigger ones, and just go to town on it. One night, you should be able to be. You should hit your 4K.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, do it one night a week and limit it to like 3 hours.
If I was him, I wouldn't even limit it. I just do one. He should nail it in one shot.
Oh, yeah, he should.
And just run as long as you can tolerate running, and when you finally get tired, say, fuck it, I'm done. And when you wake up, you'll see the numbers and go, yeah. And you make it at 18 and over, and you just go, M. Hoove is going to be our stripper for the night. Pay her right. She'll shake the goodies for you.
She'll shake the goodies for hours, bud.
And she takes pesos, so you'll be all set.
Negatory good, buddy.
Yeah.
Pesos.
She takes pesos and centavos.
She doesn't want you to, make it rain with the paper. Oh, no. She wants you to use pennies.
No, I can use easily. Get that shit out of here.
John, exactly, bud. If you wait for somebody else to finish, you'll never stream.
Hello, John.
Just pick your time that you want to do it and do it. The Jeep is in the house.
Breast assist and wine.
Moob's Mad Beer.
John, you guys have me distracted. Well,
She's nuts.
get this crap off my computer and make it be something productive and yeah.
Say, get this crap off my pooter.
Pewter, not pooter.
You never know with her pooter. I'd be careful.
Her pooter's liable to jump out and start tap dancing.
Al, nobody's got titties and beer like BC.
I don't have enough for that.
Oh, VC, you should change your intro to titties and beer.
If you don't, I will unsubscribe right now.
Oh man, you should so do it. And just literally just sit there and steal the wife's bra or whatever and put it on there and just hit the button. That's your intro.
And leave it at the close up for like 3 seconds and then pan back from it so you can see what it is.
Yeah. Just start with cleavage and then pull back.
Yep. Do the slow fade.
Beer can in between and then pan out.
Or if you put it on something and you tilt the board back just a little bit so we can balance some beer cans on top of them and then hit the button. So you watch the titties and the beer cans jumping around.
Well, who can I time out tonight, Phil?
I
don't want time out Lake House. I don't want time out Hector. I don't want time out BC.
Well, Terry and Mike's not here, so I don't know what to tell you.
Right, I can't do Mike Wolf. I can't do David Carlisle.
No,
all these people, I like them.
Exactly, we like all that. It's hard to. It's hard to do that
I
to
don't
people
know
you
Rich
like.
Cali, but he seems like a really cool dude.
You know, it's always David Carlisle.
He's not here
No,
anyway.
I ain't timing out. David. He's my buddy.
He's not here anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I reckon I'll go back up and find somebody that's not here anymore.
Oh, I'm sure you could.
No. I can only go back to 2:10 a.m.
Everybody punch a number in the chat if you're still here.
Yeah. If you're still here, put number 1 in the chat.
Right.
Well, Chief says you can time him out. He'll take one for the team.
No, I like Jeep and John.
Well, it says 16 watching, so I don't
I think Oldie's away, you know. He's
There you
always
go.
fun for it.
Here you go. Hit that slut. Get her.
Feel
Boom.
better?
Oh, man. He just blew his load all over Melissa.
What happened now?
Melissa just got 5 minutes in heaven.
That's right. She knows how to treat her old dad over here.
Oh, yeah.
What did I sign up for on this crap?
Well, you signed up to be the pivot person, Melissa.
She's used to being the pivot person.
Yep.
She pulls trains all the time. Don't believe her bullshit.
Yeah, that's what it is. She wakes up and goes, choo, 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 motherfuckers.
Not exactly.
That's why we like you, Melissa.
Oh, I would love to like. I see how you are. You're like, I don't know. Say nothing about.
Oh, God. Where is this going, Jeep? I told a girl at work she had a hole in her jean. She said, where? And I said, you.
No, he laughed so hard he didn't remember if she even got the joke.
Depends on if she was blonde or not. She's got an a-hole in her jeans.
No, but you see, that's the bi-weekly bushwhacker.
No, she brings up the clippers every other week to strip them down.
Yeah, how are we going to do that now?
Well, you're going to have to go live.
Oh, miserable.
No,
Pardon me.
she opened her mouth and it sounded like a playground. That's what Jeep and John should have told that old girl.
Melissa needs some napalm for her bush. You never know what the hell. You never know what's going on in that thing.
I don't even know what goes on. I don't know where it is.
Orange field.
She may even have some lobsters in that bush. You never know.
Got cobwebs.
Ain't no cobwebs.
No,
The only hoe I know is TCO from Ohio.
Who doesn't love the smell of napalm in the morning? Except for someone who got hit by it.
Out getting ready with his
Classic movie. Classic movie.
Yes, it is. And that movie's on YouTube free. You got to type in exactly what he said right there, and it pops up.
Yeah.
The only hoe?
He just watched it yesterday, he was saying.
That and the Brad Pitt movie, Tanks, about tanks. What was it called?
Oh, that was a good one.
Tanks.
No.
Fury or something like that?
Fury, yeah. That was a great movie.
It's on YouTube too. You just got to type in Tanks of Fury.
Yep. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
You ever notice like they don't even do movies about the Gulf War?
No, nothing.
Like it's been long enough where they could do it and they don't do it. Makes you wonder, like, were these guys back in World War II in those days, were they really just that much better than us? Were they that much more interesting?
Maybe it's the whole fact of it's more history that not so many people actually know what happened.
Possibly.
Because the Gulf War, there's still people, such as yourself that, actually know what the hell happened.
Not that far back in the history just yet.
Well, technically, the Gulf War was early '90s, early to late '90s.
Yeah, like 90.
But look at World War II.
The Gulf War ended in 2001, I believe it was technically.
I think it was 99. No, it's 2000.
What? 2001? I'm sorry.
King was the last thing I can remember in the region.
Yeah, but Three Kings was a made-up story. It wasn't even an actual, like, based on real events type thing.
Even John said it right. They shoved a lot of it under.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Ice Cube and
Marky Mark, Ice Cube, and the white dude there, the dorky one.
It's right there. I just can't think of it.
Yeah, it would be nice to see something like that. Like, I don't understand why they can't, cover and make a movie talking about some of the guys that I know who went and was hunting down Bin Laden, or not Bin Laden, Hussein.
See, they do a lot of the history movies now. Those really good war movies. It's World War II and Vietnam and stuff like that.
Yep.
And World War II and Vietnam. And there was a couple.
Yeah, Black Hawk Down. That was the very early '90s in Africa.
Yeah.
I think that was '92 was when it happened.
VC said it right too. World War II was a different era. The Gulf War was just as important, but didn't get the credit it was due because they shoved all of it under the rug.
Right. Most of it was just kind of.
They're like, because they teach kids in school, it's like they're trying to erase chunks of history just because they're not.
Yeah, Hector's right. There was a time that no Vietnam movies was my time in high school.
Yeah.
I didn't start seeing Vietnam movies until I was in middle school, and I graduated in '03. So late '90s, late to middle '90s is when I started seeing a bunch of Vietnam.
I'm sorry to hear that, John.
Sorry to hear about that, John.
I can understand why.
I'm sorry.
Just from being there and seeing that and living it.
That's a lot to live with.
I mean,
I lost an uncle too, John. So I know how you feel, buddy.
truthfully, the hardest thing that I ever saw was probably the Death Highway. I actually didn't. I didn't see it when it happened. I didn't see it after it happened, but actually years later, because the shit's still there today. And if you guys don't know what that is, it was in the Gulf War. There was basically a highway, and it was a couple lanes, and there was a very large group of I believe it was Hussein's army that was fleeing. And us in our, brilliant tactics with, planes and helicopters and whatnot, they just literally strafed the whole fucking group and just mowed them down. And it wasn't so much bombs; it was more just 50 cal, just being strafed plane after plane after plane. And there was probably about 300 or 400 cars. It went on for about a mile and a half. And all these cars, the bodies, all that shit, they just stayed there. They just stayed there. The bones are probably still in the cars today. And I remember seeing that because we drove by it, and you drive by and you look and you're just like, whoa, what the fuck? And it, just something about it. You don't see stuff like that, and it's just like, wow, there's a graveyard above ground here. Like, what the fuck's going on?
I had a buddy that went to Iraq, and it was like that. Like, he took a picture of this body that was on the street, and he took a picture like every couple of days just to like the decomposition.
Yeah, you watch it just go to hell.
It away and stuff, and he's like, nothing crazy had happened there for the longest time. He's like, they passed out pencils to the kids, and he's like, we weren't really worried about being there. And then he's like, I guess they thought that they were getting too friendly with, our military being there, and they got this guy, and they said, we didn't remember talking to that particular guy or anything like that. And I was like, that's fucking scary to think,
Well, they got lucky then, because he was probably in a place that I was at 3 years prior.
God, that was back in like 2003, something. 1, 2, 3.
I set foot in Afghanistan 4 days after 9/11.
Oh wow!
4 days after.
I was when you stepped foot over there, I was a junior in high school.
Yep.
I watched 9/11 all go down.
I remember that.
Class when that happened.
We were actually, my unit just got back off of a 3-day patrol. It was a 72-hour in the field, surveillance thing. And we had just gotten back to the fob, and we're all just like, finally, take a shower, eat a hot meal, relax. And next thing you know, you hear over the PA system, everybody report to the mess hall, or not the mess hall, the rec hall. And, it's the only fucking place that's got a TV in the building. And here we are, because it's nighttime over there. And I think it was like 10 o'clock at night over there. And we all run into the mess hall, or the rec hall. And we already saw the first plane had hit already. I walked into the room and I watched the second plane hit right at the moment.
Yeah.
And I immediately turned right the fuck out and walked out the room, went right to the command post, because I knew we were getting called up and our wheels were getting spun up quick. I knew it.
Yeah.
And sure as shit, I walked in and the CO for the base was just like, he goes, we were just about to call you and a couple of the other guys. Sit down. Next thing you know, we're getting all kinds of briefing. And it's like, oh, we're going to be going here. We're doing this and this and that and that and this. Go let your guys know you got 12 hours. It's like, shit. Next thing you know, we're locking and loading and convoys like you wouldn't believe. And, people think, oh, a convoy, military convoy, okay, 50, 60 vehicles. Oh, no. This was like 9 miles long. There was over 1,000 vehicles that was involved in this initial push. It was fucking massive. There was something like 140 tanks in the column, to give you an idea. We had dozens of Apache helicopters and jets and shit escorting. It was insane. Insane.
Why do I not hear this?
And you know what? The first Afghani I ever met, I was in the second vehicle in the column with a translator and a UN guy. And the first vehicle in the column, which you can imagine, you already can tell and think what it was an M1 Abrams, the baddest of all fucking tanks on the planet. That was leading the column. We break over the border, and we get about, I don't know, half a mile into the border, and there's one camel jockey sitting on a fucking camel with some bolt-action World War II era rifle, and we stopped the whole fucking column for this dickhead on a camel because he's blocking the road.
Did they hit him with the Abrams C-by?
No, we weren't allowed to engage yet. That was still a whole combat rules of engagement, with rules of engagement there.
Right.
So we couldn't do anything yet. And I climb up on the tank, because I've got the long rifle. I was actually a scout sniper at the time. So I had my long rifle on me. And I mean, he was only 300 yards away. He wasn't far at all. But translator jumps on the tank right next to me. We're sitting behind the turret. So now he's got a tank locked on him. He's got at least 24 Marines with their ARs locked on him. The scout sniper lined up. 50 cal locked on him. 2 Apache helicopters flying around this son of a bitch. And he's sitting there yelling his durka 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 at us, and we've got our translator with his microphone, the megaphone, saying, "Get out of the way." And the guy's just like, "Fuck you, leave our land, you're not welcome here." And he kept yelling and yelling, and finally the dumb son of a bitch pulls his rifle, takes aim, and shoots towards the tank. Now we all start laughing. And this goes on for like 5 minutes, and he fires a few rounds at us. Finally our CO sits there and goes, "Dude," he goes, "give him a warning shot. Like, maybe this fucking guy will get the clue if you put one by him." So I'm like, "All right." And I shoot, maybe a foot by his ear, and, you're going to hear that son of a bitch zip by you. Because I was using a 308 for that. And put the round by his head, and it went by him because he jumped real quick. And he starts motherfucking us and waving his gun around and fires another round at us. Now everybody's in total fucking disbelief. So the CO gets on the radio and calls up one of the fucking Apaches. It's like, "Oh, put a strafe by him. Maybe he'll get the fucking point. Maybe the camel will leave something." Here comes an Apache, zips by him, puts a strafe of 50 cals right in front of him. Camel freaks out. He does a donut and comes right back to where he was. Starts yelling at us again. I mean, this is the mentality that we dealt with the whole fucking time we were there. Finally, I get.
Like, fuck you, we don't care.
Finally, I got the order. All right, wound him. Maybe he'll stop. Maybe he'll just fucking leave. So he gets ready to shoot, and I put a round right in the meaty part of his arm, his shooting arm. He drops the rifle, falls to the ground. He's still sitting on the camel the whole time doing this. Has the camel sit down so he can climb off, and he picks the fucking rifle up, gets back on the camel stands back up, and he sits there and he's fucking with his left arm trying to shoot us again. Finally, the colonel sits there and goes, "Fuck this shit. We wasted too much time. Get rid of him." And now it was because he did this over the radio. So now you've got 2 Apaches and 30 different people locked, loaded, and waiting to go. Now everybody was waiting for the tank. Nobody wanted to shoot. Everybody wanted to see the 80 mic hit him. The tank gunner wouldn't do it. He didn't want to splatter the camel, so it ended up being me. I ended up canoeing his head, and we ended up fucking having somebody go over and basically set the camel free.
If it had been me and the 80 mic, I'd have said, "Send it, boys, let's go."
Oh, man. I would have loved to watch that. It would have been a mess. But, I mean, like I said, he was only 300 yards away. That thing would have probably went clear through him and not even blown up.
Probably.
Oh, Lake's taking off? Oh, no. Aaron's taking off. Have a good night, Aaron. But, I mean, there's other situations. I'm sure you guys have heard we had Operation Clean Sweep. That was when we were looking for all the mass destruction weapons that didn't exist. But they did, but they didn't. Because they moved them all to Iran when we were looking in Afghanistan. But, so we're sitting over there, we're doing our thing, and part of the way the UN laws worked, it was like saying, all right, we're going to go to your street. Here's a letter, and they practically hand out flyers saying, we're coming on such and such day to come through your houses and look for everything. Leave your doors unlocked, leave for the day, whatever. The sooner we can get through it, the sooner we can leave. So it was like, all right, set up traps for us, put up bombs, ambushes, go for it. That's what we're looking for, apparently. And I remember one time, this town, if you want to call it that, it was like an old Wild Wild West video. Like you just two narrow lines. That was it. That was the town. We had this full column come up, 6-man squads, and each of us is stacked up at a door. Everybody's stacked up at a door, ready to kick it in. So every fucking house in that area was going to get raided all at the same time.
Right.
Now, you had one person at the end of the road who was the high rank, or he, colonel or whatever the fuck he was at the time. And you just hear him over the radio is like, commence or whatever the fuck his call sign was to go. And as soon as that call sign went, and I'm looking at the door behind me, or in front of me, like my team's getting ready to breach. And as soon as it went over the radio, the guy in the house directly behind me, so it was like up here, opens up a second level window and starts spraying the fuck out of my guys and myself. So we're getting hammered in the back from an AK, and there's nowhere to hide because you're up against the fucking flat wall. So needless to say, I've got the house that's over here, the house that's over here, my squad, the squad that's actually at the door, and every other squad that's in the area is now getting the area, provide cover fire. So now you have about 70 fucking Marines with their ARs sitting there just hammering this clay fucking house. Next thing you know, they're pumping in the 203s through the window, which is the grenade launchers. And before you know it, the fucking house just goes, it lost the whole fucking level over a second. We pancaked that house instantly. And after that, everybody just turns around and was like, well, the fucking element surprise is over. Kick the doors and go. We go through all the rest of the houses, and then there's nothing there. That was actually the first time I actually earned a Purple Heart, technically, because I got shot in the back of the leg. Almost hit me in the ass. It was nice.
Booby, what are you doing?
I am watching.
Fuck yeah, like we hammered that bastard.
A hangout workaround, and I could hear CJ talking on it.
I mean, for example, like things that people don't know, like over there, they don't have courthouses. The first days I was actually in Iraq, Afghanistan was very much the same way. Their courthouses don't exist, so how do they do their legal system? Their local soccer field, that was their courthouse. So we were just on a typical patrol, and we were, just doing peacekeeping thing, looking around, just making sure shit's where it's supposed to be. And they have these, outdoor stadiums, not like we're used to, like these big stadiums, but they could hold, several hundred fans watching, and it was all a big bowl. And you walk into the stadium, and the first thing you see is the goalpost at the end of the field, and there's 4 people hanging from them. That's their courthouse. They play soccer on the weekends, and they kill people there during the week. That was how they worked. Right in the center of the field. Oh, you had sex with my daughter without being married. Oh, behead. There goes your head, right there in the middle of the court. That's how they work. So when people sit there and try and figure out why they're so angry at us, it's like, well, you got to remember, look at their culture. It's hard to relate to how they live until you actually see it, and it's just like, holy shit, these guys are savages. And people think we got it hard. But then again, you know, they have poppy fields everywhere, pots everywhere. I mean, everywhere. There wasn't one motherfucker that was passing a drug screen over there, let me tell you. Not one. Couldn't find beer anywhere, but the pot was plentiful. And the coke.
Yeah, the pot and the opium and all that shit.
Yep, you got that all kinds of everywhere.
I watched a documentary the other day that said Afghanistan, Iraq, and Iran are the #1 places in the world to get opium and hash.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's all they do.
Well, it's legal over there.
Yeah.
For the most part, it's legal. It's not illegal, but it's not legal. It's just kind of frowned upon.
Yeah, it is what it is. But it's smoking hash is kind of like smoking a cigarette in our culture. It's just whatever.
Yeah.
Lake, I grew up the same way, bud. I was a military brat. I was bouncing around the bases and shit. I know. It's hard. It's hard. I mean, my old man retired as a colonel, so I know exactly how you feel about a decorated old man. They're usually stubborn as fuck too. Let me tell you, it kills me because I would have been retired 3 years ago with my 20 if I didn't visit the world of IEDs. Oh, there's your troll buyers. Go for it.
Ow. I seen NIGG and I already know what was coming.
They finished it.
Yeah.
Some people have no lives. How's it feel to be a fucking loser who's got to go and do stupid shit like that to piss people off?
I know, it's so stupid.
Aren't you proud with your life? Fucking retard.
Lake House hit him and I timed him out. Lake House.
I'm a fucking retard. I've got to go and make people's lives miserable just because I have no life. Go fuck yourself. Thanks for the free view time, dickhead.
Lake can't hear you now, Phil, because Lake got him tied or hit him.
Oh no, they can hear. They just can't type anymore. They can come in the channel and watch it all they want. They just can't do anything.
I thought when you hit him, it basically blocked him from the channel.
Nope. Nope. They can come in and watch. They just can't. They can't like. They can't down like. They can't anything.
Well.
Yeah, I usually don't.
You never Lake out.
I usually don't go into the more gory stuff. I usually just kind of leave that alone. Like if I go to the VA or something and I'm talking with somebody who's, you know, really, really struggling, like real deal PTSD, then I'll just sit down with them and I'll shoot stories all day long with them if it makes them feel better. But other than that, I usually don't. I found that's my best way to get it out. Is just go to the VA and talk with people who are struggling. I mean, I've got a few different friends, you know, that I served with that were in other branches that were in the same time. You know, we shoot the breeze and have a good time and laugh too. So, I mean, we tell stories. What's up, Ozzy?
Hey, Ozzy.
Welcome to the No Hangouts Hangout. Holy shit, it's 3 o'clock already? Wow.
Yeah, dude. Yep.
Lake, I'm telling you, dude, it only takes one. If he had a lot, man, wow. My son died while I was overseas. Trust me, I know how that goes. And I wasn't allowed to go home.
Stuck like Chuck.
No, I just was flat out told, no, you can't go home.
Why was Ozzy hidden by BC?
I don't know.
Ozzy's cool, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. What did Ozzy say?
Oh, really? They pulled.
He said
yeah. He maybe hit the wrong button. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, apparently Lake House can do it. Lake House and TLT said that they can still stream with Hangouts, but I don't have the option, so I'm thinking maybe it's only the 1K and over party.
Hey, I don't know if you read the chat, but I'm leaving because I'm gonna go watch the PV work around it and see how this pans out.
Oh, PV's messing with it?
Yeah, he's been doing it for a few minutes. And I can hear CJ talking.
No, that's fine, Melissa. You can jump out, darling.
Alright, well, maybe I'll find something out and can bring knowledge back to the group.
Well, I'm probably going to end it soon anyway, honey.
What?
I said,
No,
I'm probably going to end it anyway because, I mean, it's getting late anyway.
Okay.
And I'm sure
it was calling me, honey. That's why I was like, what?
I'm sure it'll be all over YouTube tomorrow anyway. Oh, do this, and this, and you can do that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Somebody will crack the code and it'll be here, go here, do this, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it'll be nice and smooth, but instead of watching what people good to do. But it's still entertaining, so.
Yeah.
That, and I'm going to get up and not be on a panel and walk around or instead sitting on my tuchus. Alrighty then. Well, you guys have a good night.
Have a good night, Melissa.
Alright, thanks. Bye.
Take care, darling. Thanks for the strip show. Appreciate it.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, you watch the pictures of the guys. They're really bigger than they look.
Yeah, they are.
And they're perky. They're not VC's quality, but they're perky.
They're bigger than a handful.
Yep. I don't know, guys. I'm kind of bummed about this, but I'll have to work on putting up something to do while we're on tonight, I guess, or tomorrow night. Hopefully there's another alternative. Otherwise, we're all migrating to Lake House's channel. I don't know.
Yep. And then it's Blood, Guts, and Gordon strip shows on Lake House's channel.
That's right. Lake House knows better. He ain't gonna do nothing like this.
I love the smell of napalm on a bush in the morning.
That's not napalm, just telling you.
Yes, Lake House, I agree, buddy.
Honestly, I don't think this is the stupidest. I think the 1K sub was dumber. But not by much. I'm telling you, it's money. Yeah, they're working an angle so they can get paid. Actually, I'm using Google Hangouts on my phone, Ozzy. So everybody's just using Hangouts on my phone, and it's just on speaker so everybody can hear it.
Hi, Ozzy.
Yeah, you got Mike Wolf and you got Byers on there right now.
No idea.
Like, I wish I knew why they were doing it. I don't know. I mean, I guess I understand the 1K thing because of that dumb shit, but just because one person makes a mistake, it doesn't mean everybody should be punished. But the whole getting rid of Hangouts thing, which is one of their bigger attractions, that's beyond me. It really is. I don't know. Oh, it has. It absolutely has. And it's a damn shame, truthfully. I mean, who's the owner of it? Who owns Google? We have to sit there and go and, find that bastard.
Phil, I went to type Aussie, hello Aussie in the chat, and it typed hello Oxy.
Hey, that's a good alternative.
It's, my phone learned stuff. Just saying.
Learned it, huh? Yeah, you're putting in orders for Melissa.
Old sayings always ring true.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a damn shame. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap the stream anyways. Mike, I appreciate you popping in, bud.
Thank you for the invite.
If there's no solution, we'll be doing the same thing again tomorrow.
No problem there.
I'll have the tablet right here so everybody can at least kind of watch it.
Cool.
I'll end up going like this with the lights off. I'll shut the other one off so where the screen's a little more prominent. But
thanks for the war story.
yeah, well, I got plenty of them. It's not too bad, Lake. It's just gonna take some adjusting. I mean, if that's the way it's gonna be, then that's what it's gonna be. But like I said, I don't mind paying to have an app that we can do this. And I mean, I know between everybody that's in here, I mean, shit, even if it was, hey, send me $2 for jumping in. This way we're covered for the month and we'll split the cost, whatever. But I mean, honestly, I don't care if I eat it all. It's really nothing, but unless it's a stupid amount. But guys, thanks for popping in. I appreciate y'all hanging out. And yeah, we'll catch y'all tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, and Lake House, you suck. But other than that, yeah.
Heavy rules. See you guys later.
Yeah, only difference is the screen's not switching. If I have to go buy a new speaker or a new what's it called? Surround sound or whatever for it, then that's what I'll do. I mean, one step at a time. Guys, have a great night. We will catch you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have better solutions and we'll do what we got to do. Yeah, better Mike Lake, whatever. You know what I meant, dickhead. All right, guys. Have a great night. It was great talking to y'all, and God bless.